Agenda. In this short video, I'll discuss the following topics. Topic number 1, concept and formulas of A means median, mode weighted mean. B, for mean, we have arithmetic mean and geometric means. And for geometric mean, we have two different definitions. One is genetic or general definition. The second one is definition for returns only. I call the second definition as +1 minus 1. Percentile and quantile. Topic number 2. Based on dataset called starting salary, we estimate various measures discussed above. For the next video, I'll discuss the definition of variance, standard deviation, and other related measures. Now, let's enter a few values. Then we calculate mean, then we calculate mode, and also we can calculate median. Okay, so let's enter some value. Okay, 1, 3, 5.5, negative 4, and 7, and 8. Okay, suppose we have several values. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's enter another one, 0. Okay, and according to the formula, so let's go back to, so the mean for the sample of the population, we have the same way to calculate the mean. So the mean equals the summation of all variables divided by n. So actually we can calculate. Now, so let's calculate mean or average. We use two methods to calculate. The first one is based on this formula. So the formula is summation of all variables. So summation of all these variables divided by how many observations. So let's call this summation. So equal sum. We highlight all of our observation. So this is n. So for the n, we use count. So count, same data set. So this is count. Then our mean, I call the mean 1, equals summation divided by n, according to this formula. Okay. Alternatively, we simply apply. So equal average. So this is average. Then we highlight all our data set. Then we have the same result. Okay. The first one, we use summation divided by n. For the second one, we use median. For the second one, we apply the formula equals average. Okay, so let's calculate median. Okay, so let's copy this one. Okay, so the first one is we use sorting. Okay, we use sort. Click data, click sort, and so this is C column, and from smallest to highest. So let's click OK. Okay, how many data we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have odd number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3. So this 3 should be our median. Okay. Alternatively, we can use median. we use median. We enter all our value. Then, so this is 3. We got exact same result. Okay. So if it's odd number, we sort it from lowest to highest, or from highest to lowest. Same thing. Okay, we choose median one. Suppose we have even number. So let's copy this one. Okay, let's copy this one, put it here. Suppose we add a number called 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 number. Okay. We can sort it. Because it asks me whether I should include other data. I don't want to include other data. So I just want sorted. So let's from highest to lowest. Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay. So what is median? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's average of these two. So make them red. Okay. So I call median. Median 1. So median 1 for the even number. So it's this number plus this number. Divided by 2. Okay. So this is, we apply the formula. Okay. It's middle two number, the average of the middle two numbers. Okay. And then we can apply the formula directly. When we apply the formula, we can apply to sorted value or unsorted value. Okay, so we apply it to the median. Then we got exact same result. Here we have two formulas for the mean for the sample and the mean for the population. For equation number 1, suppose we have n values from 1 to n. Suppose we have 3 numbers. The mean is simply the summation of these 3 numbers divided by 3. If we have 10 numbers, mean of these 10 numbers is simply a summation of all those values divided by 10. If we look at the equation number 2 for population, all formulas are identical except we call it mu. Median is defined as the middle values. And if we have odd numbers, so we sort the value first, then we choose the middle one. If we have odd numbers, it's the middle one. If we have even numbers, it's the average of the middle two. Suppose we have 11 numbers. Okay, we sort from smallest to the highest. The middle one will be 6. The number 6 will be our median. If we have 12 numbers, we sort from lowest to highest. Suppose we call from 1 to 12. And the median will be the average of the two middle values. It will be the summation of number 6 plus number 7 divided by 2. The mode is the value that occurs with greatest frequency. So let's randomly pick up 3 numbers, A, B, C. Suppose we choose 2, 5, and 4.6. Suppose I have 3 values. We have 3 values, and again, these are not returned. For return, we'll have a different formula. So the first one is arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean, we use average. Now, let's look at how to calculate geometric mean for return. Okay. So let's just randomly enter some value. 10%, 5%. Then we enter 0 here, 0%, and negative 4%, and 6%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose we enter 7%. So actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 return. Okay, arithmetic mean, and we know we are going to use average. So equals average. We use average. And for the geometric mean, so the geometric mean, oh sorry, this is 40%. This is 4%. It's 4%. So 10%, 5%, 0%, negative 4%, 6%, and 7%. Arithmetic mean is 4%. Okay. For the geometric mean, for return, the first step is plus 1. R plus 1. So everything plus 1 equals 10% plus 1. So actually 1.1. So everything plus 1. So this is geo mean. Okay. The geometric mean is geo mean of plus 1, then minus 1. So this is geometric mean. Okay, so this I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, so this is arithmetic mean. We apply the same formula. Okay. However, for geometric mean, we have 2 steps. We have 2 steps. The first step is we add everything. We add 1 to every return. So this is step 1. Then we apply the geometric mean formula to 1 plus r column to apply to this column. Then minus 1. So this is I called plus 1 and minus 1.
Topic number 2. Using a dataset called starting salary, we estimate mean, mode, median, etc. To get the data, we have 2 methods. If you are taking my course right now, and also you using Windows or PC, then you can use method number 1. For the method number 1, the first step, we find data ID. You type dot search data starting, and you will find data ID is 84. Then you type dot data to Excel. You enter 84 as input variables. According to the note, then you launch Excel and paste it. If you are not taking my course right now, or you have an issue to download data to Excel, use method 1. Then you can use method 2. Then you can type dot show web links. Then you enter starting and use double quotation or single quotation. Then you find the link for the CSV file. Then you go to a browser and download it to your computer.
Shutterstock Music.
First, so let's get our data. Okay, and to get the data, I'm going to show you 3 ways to get it. And if you are taking my course right now, you type dot get data. Okay, here on the utility, you see dot search data dot a, and this is a shortcut. I'm going to use a shortcut. I found some students have an issue typing dot search data. So I use just one letter, period A. Okay. The second one is use dot date to Excel. So this is period B or dot B. Make it very, very simple. Okay. If you have issue to get the data, or if you're not taking my course right now, you can use dot show web links. Okay. Then I use very simple one. It's got period CSV. If you still have issue to use CSV data, then you can use this one, dot show text link. Then you can use copy and paste to transfer data to your Excel. I'm going to show you all of them. Okay, so method number one, the first step is you type dot A because we are going to search starting salary. We are going to find the data ID. Okay, so starting dot A, so dot A is equivalent to search data. So starting salary is name of our data set. So data ID is 84. So type dot B 84. Then we launch Excel. We paste it there. I call this method number one. Okay. I'm going to launch Excel, paste it. I'll come back, show you method number two. I simply paste here. So this is I called method number one. Okay. I'm going to close it. Let's go back to R. Okay. So let's look at the method number two. So the method number two is type dot CSV. Okay. Again, we use up arrow key to recall dot A command. Okay. So this is dot A, we type dot CSV. So this is location, this is link of a CSV file. Okay, just copy and paste. Alternatively, you simply type. Okay, let me copy, go to the web browser, paste it here. It's a CSV file. After we hit enter, on the left hand side at the bottom, we download it. We just double click and it will open automatically using Excel. Then we got our data. Okay, so this is I called the second method. So let's go back to R. So let's look at the third method. Okay, the third method is we find a text file instead of CSV file. Okay, so simply we can use up arrow key, or let me type. Okay, txt and start or starting. It will give us a text file. Okay, it will give us text file. Then simply copy and paste. Okay, copy and paste. So instead of download the file, then we have this text file. You can save it to your computer, then open Excel to retrieve it. Another way is just copy and you launch your Excel. Then you paste it here. Okay. Now you see, if you click A2, you see two values, A1, 5A50. So this is not correct. Okay. So we have to separate these two values into two columns. How to do it? Highlight the data column, click data, so text, two column. Okay, choose the first one, delimit it, next, and I think we can choose space. After we choose space, the dataset separates into 2 columns, and then we can click finish. Then we have 2 columns of our data. So this is a third method to retrieve data. Now we have our data set. Okay, so actually the column B is monthly starting salary will be our data set. Okay. Again, usually even we know it's 12, so usually I just trying to count how many observation. I treat this one as review. Okay, the count how many observation. Okay, there are 12, and when we calculate the mean equals average. So this is average. So I'm going to make the formula available. Okay, average. Okay, for the median and the mode, we can, because we have a small data set, and we can simply type median and highlight the data set. Okay, actually a better strategy is we fixed the starting cell and ending cell. How can we do it? We just move our cursor here, the B2. So we can manually enter $B and $2. Okay. Alternatively, you hit F4. Hit F4. Then it will become a fixed address. So put this way, you have to enter dollar in front of B and dollar in front of 2, dollar in front of B again, and dollar in front of 13. Okay, so this is our formula. Okay, when we copy and paste, of course, it's average. Then we remove average, replace average with median, with mode. Then we can get our result very, very easily. So I copy and paste. Then for this one, I use median. So I use median. I replace average with median. And also I replace this, the third one, with mode. MODESNGL. Okay, I'll also make these 2 functions are available. Okay, based on this simple dataset, we calculate average, we calculate median, and we calculate mode. Okay, so next one, I'm going to discuss so-called weighted mean. Okay, weighted mean. And this dataset, we know, we highlight our dataset and type equals average. then we get our mean. Okay, suppose our data set in different format. Okay, so let's highlight. So let's use pivotal table. Okay, let's calculate frequency. Okay, we highlight our data set and we click insert. On top left, it's called pivotal table, and let's generate a new one. Generate a new one, and because only monthly salary is our data, the first column is not relevant. So we drag this one to the left. So these are all unique value. Okay, they are all unique value. So let's drag this one to the bottom right. And we don't want summation, we want count. Okay, click here. There's a drop down list. It's called value field setting. So we choose count. Then we choose count. Okay, you see, this one count once, twice, and continue this way. So let's copy and paste. Let's go back to our original data set. Okay. Okay, suppose this is a value and this is frequency. Instead of giving a data set like this one, we list everything. So actually, for this one, we only list unique value. And also we are given frequency. This one is quite special. So this value appeared twice. Okay, so this is, and so this is also mimic this number. Okay, so this is a mode. Okay, suppose instead of giving this data set, we list everything. We have data set only give the unique value and plus frequency. How to calculate the mean? How to calculate the mean? So actually, you can treat this one as a weight. Okay, the weight. So this is weight. It's WI times value I. Okay, so this is according to the formula. I'm going to put the formula. Okay, according to the formula. So we calculate WI times VI. So W1 times V1. And then we just copy and paste. Then we calculate summation. So we have two summations. So this is sum. The summation of all the products. And this is also summation of all the weights. Okay. And our mean. So our mean will be summation divided by all the weights. Okay, so if you look at this is the mean, we have detailed values is 5940, and this method 1, we use the formula. Okay, LP percentile equal P over 100, and P we can use 80 divided by 100 or use 0.8. Then 0.8 times n plus 1. So we enter 0.8 or 80. Okay, it's how you define. If 80, you divide by 100, otherwise 0.8. And first, so let's count how many observations. Even we know it's 12, but we're still trying to count. Okay, we highlight, we copy, because we are going to sort it. So we copy as value, then we click data, and we click sort, we click continue, because we don't want to include other columns. And from smallest to highest, then this is sorted data. Okay. Now we are going to calculate LP. LP is P over 100 times n plus 1. N is D4 plus 1. Okay, it's A.4. So actually it's number A plus 40% between number 10. So it's number 10 plus 40% between number 10 and number 11. Okay, so 80% percentile is number 10 plus 40% is 10.4. 0.4 is mean 40%. It's 0.4 times the difference between number 11 and number 10. So it's A12 minus A11. So the percentile is 6082. Now we are going to use method number 2. Okay, method number 2 is much easier. Okay, let's make the formula available. I use a function called the show formula. In the future, I'm going to show you how to get this function I wrote. Okay, you see this is function is number 10 plus 40% between the difference between number 11 and 10. Okay, so we are going to use method 2. Method 2 is much easier. We apply percentile dot exc. We simply enter data range. This is wrong. The first is data range, comma. The second one is 0.8. Something's wrong. Okay, we redo it. We use percentile dot exc. We enter data range first, comma, then we enter 0.8. Then we get exact same result. Then we apply the show formula function again. So this is percentile dot exc. Next one, we are going to apply it. Quartile. Okay, quartile, there are two methods to apply. The first method is we apply 0.25 and 0.25, 0.5. We use percentile. Okay, exactly same formula. We highlight data range and we fix B2 to B11, $B, $2 to $B, $11. We use the 11. Okay, so the first quartile is 5A575. Okay, then we can just apply show formula function again. Okay, actually there's no difference between. Okay, so let's use method 2 to calculate percentile and quartile. Okay, and we just repeat what I have done. It's percentile dot exc, and we enter the data range. We enter 80%, 0.8. Then we got our result. Again, same as before. Okay. We apply the show formula. Again, in the future, I'm going to help you copy this Visual Basic Application VBA I wrote. Okay, so this is method 2. We simply apply percentile.exe. Okay, well, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, for 25%, 50%, and 75%. So 25 is the first quarter, 50% is the second quarter, and 75% percentile is third quarter. Okay, so actually we can simply fix the data range. Then we can copy the paste. Okay, and copy paste. And for the formula, we can also use copy and paste. We copy all the formula. You see, the only difference is the second input, D4, D5, D6, and D7. Okay. Next one, we can use quartile.exe. Okay. However, the issue is we should enter 1 instead of range. Then we are going to see an error message. Okay, the correct input value should be 1, 2, and 3. Then we apply the formula quartile.exe. The input is exactly the same. The first input is a range, and we are going to use dollar to fix the data range. Because it's mentioned first quartile, 25%. Then we enter 1. You see this value, 5857.5, is the same thing as previous 25%. Because we lock the input variable, we simply can copy and paste. So this will be same as the previous one. Then we can copy the formula. Something wrong. So we simply copy the formula. We use copy and paste formula. Then we got same 3 formula apply quartile.exe. That's it.
Shutterstock Music.